Welcome back to Story Molder. I'm Vern. Today's story is entitled The Love of Paris and Oenone. That apple inscribed with "For the Most Beautiful" started it all. Long ago, Zeus organized a wedding celebration for Thetis, a nymph, and Peleus, a mortal. All the gods and goddesses were invited, except Eris, who is known for causing chaos and drama wherever she goes. Out of spite, she shows up anyway and threw a golden apple inscribed "For the Most Beautiful" at the feet of the goddesses. This act started a heated argument amongst Hera, Athena, and Aphrodite. Each goddess believed the apple was meant for her and refused to back down. Zeus, not wanting to get involved, sent Hermes to Mount Ida to appoint Paris, known for his fairness, to be the judge. On this particular day, Paris and Oenone, nestled in a cozy corner on Mount Ida, enjoyed the view of Troy filtered through the branches. Oenone sits comfortably in the crook of a fallen tree. Paris relaxes on the ground before her, his head gently resting in her lap. She leans over, smiles, and kisses him tenderly on his lips. "A kiss for your thoughts, sweetheart." Paris responds, "They're yours, my love. Those shining palaces down there draw me to them. In my dreams, they call out to me. I can't feel settled here anymore. I have a deep longing to find more from life." Oenone replies softly, "I only long for you." Paris said, "It was just a dream. It too will fade." Suddenly there was a noise. Paris popped up and asked, "Did you hear that? Was it a bird fluttering away? Look over there, on the cliff. I believe that's Hermes, the messenger of the gods." Oenone didn't want to run into Hermes, so she said, "Let's avoid him." Paris responded, "It's too late. He saw us." Hermes called, "Hello, Paris. I greet you, well-favored of the gods." Paris responded, "What? I don't understand." Hermes continued, "Listen, I'm the messenger of Zeus. In a minute, 3 goddesses will come. They are in a bitter dispute over who is the most beautiful. Zeus has decided that you will make that judgment. I'm here to guide you through it." Oenone blurted out, "Hermes, why do you come here giving us the gods' problems? Go back to your high and mighty palaces and leave us to our meager peace." Paris interrupted, "Be quiet, Oenone. Hermes, please continue. When the goddesses arrive, each will plead her case. Once they have finished, you will give one of them the apple. So get ready. I'll be back with them soon." With a trembling voice, Oenone said, "Paris, what have you done? My heart is filled with dark warnings." Paris, caught up in the moment, dismissed her fears. "Oh no, those are just your vain fears." Oenone, a healer and prophet, responded, "Believe it or not, I know something about this." Oenone had foreseen that Paris would leave her for a foreign woman. Hermes returned with the goddesses. Paris told Oenone to hide behind a flowering vine and listen. Paris watched excitedly as the goddesses entered. He asked, "Hermes, who's that riding on the peacocks?" Hermes smiled and replied, "That's Hera, queen of Olympus and goddess of power. And that one behind her, being pulled by owls on a brass-decorated chariot." Hermes responded, "That's Athena, goddess of wisdom." "And one riding all by herself on a pink seashell with sparrows?" Hermes responded, "That's Aphrodite, goddess of love." Hera, the first to step forward, used bribery to sway the judgment. With a warm smile, she said, "Paris, I ask you to recognize this moment and choose wisely. I promise you power beyond your wildest dream. Give me the apple." He lifts the apple toward Hera. But Athena steps in to block him. Paris, she says, Hera can only offer you what seems like power. Without wisdom, you could get into a lot of trouble. I offer you knowledge. Give me the apple. He lifted the apple toward Athena. Aphrodite interrupted, asking, Will you choose power and knowledge over love? I promise you the love of the most beautiful woman in the world and eternal bliss. Give me the apple. In a trance-like state and driven by his corrupt desires rather than reason, Paris fell to his knees. Handing the apple to Aphrodite, he said, Take it, it's yours. Aphrodite, looking down at him, smiled brightly. Paris, looking up at her and blushing, had chosen Helen, the wife of King Menelaus of Sparta. Immediately, Hera blurted out, You fool! You will bitterly regret this. Yes, agreed Athena, you can be sure of that. Aphrodite responded, He doesn't need to be afraid of you. I can protect him. Hermes interrupted, Well, since my work is done here, I'll leave. Hera and Athena looked at him with disdain. Hera said, Yes, do that, and take our compliments for your clever handling of this situation. Athena added, Yes, we owe our defeat mainly to you. Hermes quickly snapped back, I will not dignify those slanderous remarks with a reply, but I will say this much. I acted honestly in this situation. You are responsible for your own outcome. Then he leaves in a huff. Aphrodite motioned to Paris and said, Let's go. We're not going to argue with them. Besides, I have something very important to reveal to you. Hera and Athena were furious and promised to seek revenge. Oenone asked anxiously, Where did they go? Hera quipped with annoyance, Where do you think they went but to some secluded thicket for a sweet dalliance? Oenone cried, Oh no! Say it's not so! Say it's not so! But I'm not worried. He will reject her. Hera looked at Oenone sideways and said, Poor simpleton. If you had seen him fall prey to her charm a minute ago, you wouldn't be so sure of that. Oenone shouted at Hera. No, he could never be unfaithful to me. He told me that he would never, ever leave me. Hera responded with a smirk. It seems you're trying to convince yourself of that. Oenone replied, I know he loves only me. No matter where he goes, he always come back to me with tenderness. Hera said, Yes, but he returns to others just as tenderly. I know these men. Oenone responded, I knew you all would cause trouble when I saw you. Athena added, Don't blame us. We're like everything else. Good to the good and evil to the evil. Then Athena said to Hera, Let's go. Paris is coming. Paris called for Oenone as he approached. He kisses her and hugs her happily. She responds by holding him tightly, exclaiming, I knew you would come back to me. Paris takes Oenone's hand in his. He looks at her in the eyes and said, I have great news. By choosing the apple for love, I also gain knowledge. Oenone asks, What knowledge? I am a prince. She shrinks back from him in shock and moans, Paris, no! Say it's not so, say it's not so, please. Yes, those palaces down there, which I've always longed for, are my father's royal palaces. Oenone stood there speechless. Paris continued, Aphrodite told me that I am the son of King Priam. My mother had a dream in which I appeared as a burning torch. A seer warned her that I would one day destroy Troy. Out of fear, she cast me out. Luckily, a count herdsman found me and raised me as his own. Tomorrow, with the goddess' secret help, I hope to be revealed to my father and claim my rightful place. Oenone sighed sadly and said, "Yes, I see it now. You'll go out into the world and I'll be left behind, wandering the hills alone and hunted by thoughts of you." Oenone said, "Let's not discuss this anymore. When love turns to pleading, every extra word weakens it. Go and claim your fortune. Rise to glory on my broken heart." Paris asked, "Oenone, would you keep me from claiming my rightful place?" Oenone replied, "No. If your happiness lies elsewhere, trying to stop you is useless." Paris responded, "If I find my own path, I'll come back and take you with me." Oenone replied, "I can't hold on to that, Paris. The river god is my father, and I was born a mountain nymph. You must never enter their busy cities and thrive with mortals." Paris said, "Maybe once I've experienced this larger world, I'll be more than happy to return to this peaceful place." Oenone replied, "Really? The truth is that human nature is too adaptable. It easily loses its love for the old and embraces the new." Paris said, "I'll never forget you, Oenone." Oenone replied, "No, you won't. But I must tell you that you will be injured in a war, and only I can heal you." Ignoring her warning, Paris said, "Farewell, my love. You'll always be my most cherished." He kisses her gently and left her behind to pursue Helen of Troy. Little does he know that his choice will ultimately ignite the Trojan War, just as it had been foreseen. Oenone breaks down, "Gone, gone, and with him all my joy, all my peace." Hera and Athena overheard her crying when they returned. Oenone snapped, "What? You are back again? Just leave. I hate you." Athena said, "We only want to help you." Oenone replied, "You help me? You weak embodiment of conceit. You only bring misery and do no good. You boast about your power, but you can't even turn one human heart to love beyond his own blind desires. Go away. I hate you. I detest you." Hera gently told Oenone, "Face the consequences of your foolishness, child." Oenone replied, "Gladly. It can't be worse than your wisdom." Athena remarked kindly, "You're rude." Oenone responded with a smile, "You're clever, but an underhanded user." "Stay here then," said Hera. "You're the loser." Oenone confidently replied, "Oh no, you are the loser, and I won't stay. I'll secretly follow him out of my love, but not to help you." She turns and leaves with determination. Turning to Athena, Hera reassures, "We don't need her. I have a clever idea. We'll disguise ourselves as men and attend tomorrow's festival." Athena nodded. "Yes, that's a fantastic plan." And they leave. Later, during a tense moment in the Trojan War, Paris was wounded by a poison arrow. Knowing that only Oenone could heal him, he went and fell at her feet, pleading, "Forget the past. That happened because of the gods." Still upset by his betrayal, Oenone responded, "You come to me after leaving me for Helen, a married woman? Go to her. Please don't ask me for help or beg. My heart is filled with anger, and I could tear your flesh and drink your blood for the pain your foolishness caused." Although she initially refused to help him, Oenone ultimately decided to help. Unfortunately, it was too late. Thank you for stopping by to listen to another one of my stories. Come back as often as you like. I'll be happy to have you. Goodbye for now.